Hey guys, Oracle FM here. I set a challenge on myself today to make a synthwave song out of a music box that I've had for a long time. So that's what we're going to be doing today. All right, so we're jumping into the DAW right now. Let's see what we have here. We need to make this a little more interesting. This is, I mean, it's pretty bland. I did go ahead and add in some synth. It's got that cool filter cutoff effect at the beginning, and then I just added some basic drums here. So we need to make this a little more interesting. And what I want to do is I need to cut out some of that noise. So the main thing that I want to do is I think we need to put on some echo. Okay, so let's also grab a chorus. Let's grab a chorus with some slow rate on it. I like to use a little bit of a slower, just to give it a little body. That sounded pretty. Let's mess with this EQ a little bit. Sound a little more sparkly. So then what we'll do is we'll put a drum bus on this. This is a cool trick I saw another producer use, just to give it a little crunch and stand out. So this is with it, obviously. Without it. And it sounds kind of cool, kind of lo-fi. I don't know if we're going to use it, though, because of that background noise. The recording I made of it was not great. But it may sound cool. We'll see if that, we'll see if we can clean it up a little later, too. Throw a compressor on there. So we're going to want to side chain it to the drums. Where is my kick? I like to just slam it too. It's pretty cool. Let's hear it in all of it. Yeah, so another thing that I like to do is to get a grain delay, which kind of just makes all of the little delay pings just kind of deteriorate over time. So what I like to do is take this frequency knob, drop it all the way down, drop the or raise the pitch rather all the way up, and it gives it kind of this little echo ping pongy kind of sound. So let's see what this does to the sound. You can play with the timings. As well as a wet dry to see kind of what you need to add. So let's hear what that sounds like in the mix. may take away the grain delay. I don't know if I really like that or not. But let's get some bass in here. And I made kind of like a home sounding sound that you heard. But it also doubles as a cool bass. So let's see kind of what we can do with that. Go ahead and draw it in here because I do have a little bit of latency. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So another thing that I'm going to do is we're going to double up on that bass. But we're going to use Serum, obviously, but I have a preset that I've tweaked. Which is, I mean, it's basically, it's just your typical synthwave pluck. So what we'll do is just load it up. Let's take this here. So basically we'll just load this up with the synth goodness. And then we will, hopefully this will be in time. Knowing my luck, probably not, but let's see. Ooh, that sounds terrible. There we go. So I'll group these together, and we'll call it bass to pluck. And this is Womp. We'll name it Womp. Okay, so what I like to do now is get a plugin called Kickstarter. Kickstart, Nicky Romero, and go ahead and put some sidechain on it. And this is the trick right here. Anytime you want to make synthwave, this is the trick. This is to make that good bass. So, I don't know if I like this grain delay. Might be too much. Let's get some reverb in here. That's what I was missing. So we've got the bass sounds. They're roughly mixed, you know. So maybe this should be, what if I just did like a pluck? We'll end on that. This will get rid of that thing. I like this a lot. What I'll do is let's get another really cool plugin called Valhalla Frequency Echo. And so basically this will do sort of the same thing as the grain delay, except it does it by the frequency. So it's not really ping pong related, but it does deteriorate over time depending on what you set this shift knob to. So let's try to do a quarter note. Let's see what that sounds like. Let's give it a little texture to make it a little more interesting. I do like that. I think that's cool. Let's grab a compressor, a glue compressor. And I like doing add sustain. So we can also increase the volume because it's really low. What also might be cool is to put like a flanger on it. So it's basically, I mean, at this point we're just kind of experimenting. We're just trying to play around with what may sound good, just to kind of give it some weird feelings and stuff. Maybe kind of that whale song. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, so here's what it sounded like originally. And then this is with all of the effects. So it just opens up and gives it, just makes it a lot more interesting. Now we need a lead here, I think. The latency is kind of bad on this capture card. I need to try to figure that out, but so we're just gonna do a piano roll, because if you don't have a keyboard or anything like that, you can obviously just use the piano roll. So we're gonna do that right now. I mean, but that sounds pretty cool to start with, though, right? Let's do that. That's cool. So we do like. It's pretty cool, man. Dong dong. Well, so that about does it. I think that's a great stopping point for now. It's sounding really good. I think there's only a few things that I really want to do, which is do a little automation, structure it, maybe add a few little elements here and there. But for the most part, I think the bulk of the song is done. So yeah, if you like what you hear, go ahead and subscribe, give me a thumbs up, go ahead and follow me on Instagram and everything. All of that will be in the description below. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Peace.